Hi everyone, my name is Mario and welcome to my channel. This is the fifth in a series of challenge videos where I try to voice every single character in Dark Souls. Today I present to you my attempt at the Undead Merchant. If you like this video and would like to see if I manage to voice every single character in Dark Souls, please subscribe, it helps a lot. Thank you. So let's talk a bit about the character, because the Undead Merchant is a very interesting character for the Dark Souls community. Not because of who he is or what he sells, but because of who he talks about. He talks always about a certain Yulia. But who is Yulia? The Dark Souls community fought about this for a long time. Some of us think it's the Uchigatana he drops when he dies. Some of us think it's the wooden bucket he seems to pet all the times. A lot of other people think it's a dog,
What the dog
found
doing?
with the Capra demon in the lower Undead Burg. But I'm sorry to say to you guys, but Yulia does not exist, or at least for the player, because Yulia it's just a figment of the Undead's merchant imagination, because he's going hollow, he's pretty much already there. He's going crazy, and he sees things that are not real. Dark Souls is a very fun and uplifting game if you didn't know. I'm sorry to say guys, but Yulia doesn't exist. I found an article online which translated the Japanese version of a manual of a guide, of a Dark Souls 1 guide, and it stated in plain text that Yulia doesn't exist. As all the other characters in Dark Souls, the Undead Merchant gives the player a lot of information about the world and about how things are going. He gives little about himself, but he tells you about the Drake, the Capra demon, the Towers demon in the nearby vicinities. And so it's always good to listen to what NPCs have to say in these games, otherwise you wouldn't know anything about what you are going to be facing in the next few minutes. So listen to your NPCs, guys. Let's talk about the gameplay. Even though we're gonna talk very little about the gameplay, because to get to the Undead Merchant, the way is pretty straightforward. You get to Firelink Shrine, you talk with a few characters, then you make your way up the waterway, kill the kill the rat, climb the stairs, get spooked by the Drake, and then there you go. You found the Undead Merchant. It's really not that difficult. It's one of the first characters you find. Now I want to talk about the voice of the Undead Merchant, because believe it or not, it was one of the most difficult voice I had to do in this challenge. I didn't expect that. And when I listened to the character, I realized how the texture of the voice was dirty, breathy, nasally. And to put all these things together, for an amateur like me, was quite difficult. It did take me a lot, and I think that I wasn't able to keep the same voice for all the voice lines. But I tried my best. And this is the result. I hope you guys enjoy it. The Undead Merchant is voiced by Miles Richardson. And I have a bit of trivia about the Undead Merchant and about Miles Richardson himself. As we saw in the last video about the Crestfallen Merchant, a lot of characters, a lot of NPCs in Dark Souls are voiced by the same people. And the same can be said for the Undead Merchant, because he is voiced by the same voice actor who voiced another character in Dark Souls. Would you care to guess, listening to the voice of the Undead Merchant?
Plumb in love with me. You'd never leave my side now, would you, Yulia? Oh, you can forget it. I'm all that she needs. Careful! She'll bite your little fingers off. Be kind, Yulia, be kind.
Which other NPC Miles Richardson voiced in Dark Souls? I will give you a few choices. So, it was Angie,
But you have no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Sigmire,
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say.
Solaire,
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow. Far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight.
Or Andre, the blacksmith.
Sand's Fortress is an old proving grounds built by the ancient gods. It is the only route leading to the great Anor Londo. Of course, most fools.
It was Sigmire of Katarina. How is that possible to do those two voices? Okay, I'm pretty sure he doesn't do two voices. I'm pretty sure that Sigmire's voice is more similar to his natural voice if you listen to some of his recordings, some of his videos, some of his movies.
But it's quite good at the back, and he's done the sides awfully well. Don't you think?
We are pretty much there. But how did you do the Undead Merchant voice, Miles? How did you do that?
If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
It was really difficult to do for me. I guess it's normal. I'm not a voice actor, but how did you do that? So let's talk about the recording process. We're gonna talk briefly about the recording process because it's always the same. Now I understand how to do it, and now I understand what I have to do, so it's pretty much always the same thing. Reading from the script, rehearsing the voice lines a bit, listening a ton to the original voice actor so I can try and mimic the cadence, try and extrapolate the cadence, the accent, so I can do a better job at voicing the character. And then recording until I feel my sanity slipping away from me. Then choosing the best take and putting everything together, putting in Premiere, and then do a lot of audio panning because I suck at keeping the camera fixed on one character. I had to do a awful lot of audio panning in this video because, as you can see, I kept spinning the camera around like a dumbass because I'm a stupid dumb idiot. Okay, let's move on. So, without further ado, here's the final result. Well now, you seem to have your wits about you. Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale. Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon is moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake. And a bolt demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave. Eh? I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business or we talk nothing at all. Oh, there you are. Still keeping your marbles all together? Then go ahead. Don't be a nitwit. Never hurts to splurge when your days are numbered. Ah, this one. Ain't she lovely? Her name is Yulia. She's plumb in love with me. You'd never leave my side now, would you, Yulia? Ah, you can forget it. I'm all that she needs. Careful! She'll bite your little fingers off. Be kind, Yulia, be kind. Now, don't squander your time chatting. You need to look over my wares. What a waste of time. Go and fall off a cliff. Huh? My wares? Of course they're stolen. What did you think? And when you lose your head, I'll sell it all again. Throw me a bone, will you? You haven't got much time anyway. Right, Yulia? Cheap bastard. Right, Yulia? Oh, you again. I hope you've brought plenty of souls. Cheap bastard. Right, Yulia? Why me, little Yulia. And yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think I did that bad, to be honest. There are some voice lines which are better than others, but it seems to me that in these videos I tend to do that a lot. If I had more time to record just the voice lines, I think I could do better, but this is what I'm doing, challenge videos, one every week, so this is all the time that I have. I noticed that there was a particular voice line where I sounded very sassy.
Careful, she'll bite your little fingers off.
I didn't do that on purpose. It happened and it made me laugh, so I kept it. I don't care. As you saw at the end of the clip, I didn't punch the undead merchant to make him speak. And that's because I pushed the wrong button. Exploded him. I'm very, very sorry. When I recorded that segment of the gameplay, I face palmed for a few minutes, but it was so funny because he talks shit to the player, and then why me? In conclusion, the Undead Merchant was the hardest character to record for me. Because of the voice, mainly because of the voice. He doesn't talk a lot, but the way he speaks, it was very difficult to mimic for me. And yeah, I didn't expect that. I thought that it would be easy. That's why I chose him, even though I had so little time this week, because I thought it was gonna be easy, and it wasn't. So, thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Comment, like, subscribe, and don't you dare go hollow. I didn't want to kill him. I wanted to poke him. With a talisman. I wanted to hit him with a talisman to make him talk. I pressed the wrong button. God damn it. My king exploded.